dust on my boots, choking back the years. I watched the captains fly, steel in their eyes, and swore I'd chase the stars, no compromise. They said that life's not meant for you, but I've got dreams they never knew. I want a vanguard ship with my name on the side, to burn through the void with a fearless ride. There's no more shadows, no more shame. I'll earn my place, I'll stake my claim. Let them come, let the stars ignite. I was made for the edge of night. I filed my enlistment, passed every test, scraped up enough credits to fly with the best. No more fear, no more shouts, I have no more doubts. Now I hear the graph drive home, and I know my time has come. I want a vanguard ship with my name on the side, to chart my course where the bold confide. Not for medals, not for fame, but for honor in the flame. Let them come, let the dark take flight. I was made for the edge of night. Unknown threats and distant wars, Crimson Fleet at our doors. But I won't break, I won't bow. I'm ready here, I'm ready now. Now I've got a vanguard ship, and my name's on the side. I blaze through the black with relentless pride. From the corner to the free star skies, this heart of mine redefines. Let 'em come, I won't lose this fight. I was born for the edge of night, the edge of night. Vanguard soul, let the stars decide. I was born to fly. Vanguard soul, let the stars decide. I was born to fly.
Howdy, howdy, folks. How's it going? Alright. Something's up with my OBS. Hold on. I don't have this right here. I shouldn't be hearing my voice twice. Hold on. Okay. Not sure what's up. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. Oops. I had all this dialed in, so I don't know why this is doing this to me. Alright. No. Well, that's annoying. I don't want to listen to myself. Alright, hold on. Trying to see. It did mess with stuff slightly. Any different? Nope. Sorry. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Just was going. Seems like Bubbles and I both have an OBS thing today. Sorry. Taking me a minute to get orientated again. I hit this.
Way down in
Desktop audio should not. All right. Just hitting my different stream deck buttons. I think somehow I got it programmed wrong. I don't want to hear my voice. I'm trying to figure it out. All right. Maybe that's better? No? All right. Nope. All right. Nope. Hate doing this live with this kind of problem. Maybe it's not that's the problem. Maybe it's my mic. No. That means desktop. Oh, I don't have any desktop audio. I think I just fixed it. I'm testing here. Sorry. All right, and then I need to check my stream. So hold on. All right, I'm testing to see. Oh, I need. Sorry. All right, I need to test this. All right, I'm testing to see. It looks like this is working. Sorry. All right. Think it's working. All right, let me test this. All right, I'm testing to see. It looks like this is working. All right, I got it. Sorry about that. All right, just a little bug there. All right. Sorry for a couple minutes of technical difficulties. I hope everything's going okay for everybody today. I feel like crap, so I'm just going to play a game for a while today. So, anyway, I'm going to decide what we're going to do. Oh, what shall we do today? I just modified my ship because I finally got to Class C, so I was upgrading a bunch of crap. So I know my engine's pretty fast now compared to what it was. I'll show off my ship here in a few minutes. Alright, what shall we do? What sounds fun? I can do Vanguard. I can do Freestar. I am torn for doing. I think I'm going to do UC Questline first. I have already done the first thing. I just got to deliver the stuff to Mars now, then find Dr. Walker. So I think I will do delivering doubles. I think I'm going to do that one tonight or today. Although I really want to do the Freestar so I can take Paxton Hull's uniform and wear it. So, I mean, that would be really cool, right? That's what I'm thinking. Alright, now here's my my little beauty. She's not perfect.
Anything I can help you with?
Let's give you a look at her real quick.
And he's our new captain.
I don't think I'm new. I'm level 26. It's not quite new. They're pretty close. I can modify my ships.
Okay, no problem.
Alright, here we go. Here's my updated Razor Leaf. These are 2 of the Gorgon C engines. I have 4 of them. And these are Draconis. These are usually in. I want the look of them and I want the mounts. And then I just got Class C reactor and the Class C jump drive. And I've upgraded weapons. I've added a couple of the particle cannons, and now I have 4 of the neutron. Should be 4 neutron beams, and 4 of the 6 of the Vanguard auto cannons or auto projectors. And that's the ship. It's pretty cool so far. I have my Xeno workbench in there. I haven't started doing Xeno yet. I do have 1 Xeno, but I haven't started doing them yet because I'm trying to get all kinds of other skills first before I head into the Xenos, which when I find a cool one, I'll do it. But all right. Other than that, I am using Ghost Rider's storage mod, so that I have all kinds of storage because I'm constantly running out of storage. So I'm using that now. Also, I'll have his underwater mod also installed, and I have Brits, but I don't think I've actually have Brits running. So anyway, let's
Everything looks good here.
let's
I'll be
go
at
to
my booth
Mars.
if you
Let's
need
see
me.
what's going on at Mars. Yeah, I want to get the I want to steal Paxton Hole's uniform. I think that's what I'd like to do. Eventually here.
Anything I can do for you?
Now, I don't know if anybody in chat will know, but Stroud Premium has a Class M drive, but I put it on and I don't know, it won't let me use the Class M drive because it says I'm not ranked up enough, so I don't know what rank or what thing it needs to be for the Class M drive. So that's something somebody can tell me if they know.
Liftoff looks good. All systems.
So
Retro's firing. Orbit stabilized.
all right, here we go to Mars.
Nice jump. We're right on target.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security. Maintain course.
I'm not the
Prepare to
Frontier.
descend.
This is the Razor Leaf. Dumbasses.
You're cleared to land.
I'm Spaceman Man.
Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
Okay, fine.
Can never quite place the smell of Sidonia. The ozone and metal and something vaguely old and
Sidonia. The UC clings to its old ways. I suspect this soul system would be abandoned otherwise.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level, doesn't mean it's not secure.
Do you imagine anyone actually enjoys living here? I simply cannot.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you? Worked. Past tense. Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now. A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I
Yes,
brought him on
scumbag.
myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best. Dr. Walker decided to start brewing and selling his own pharmaceuticals to our customers below cost. Something his contract expressly forbade. As such, we requested our cut of the profits and began garnishing his salary. Perhaps a little too severely, but well within legal limits. It was around then that he ran off, abandoning his duty and his unpaid accounts. That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Just this one time? I am all too aware that once one starts doing favors for the Trade Authority, it can be difficult to stop. Yes, not everything needs to be a transaction.
Pity. Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
A sober Sidonia is a safe Sidonia.
So no getting drunk. That's what they're telling you.
Operating heavy machinery while under the influence is dangerous to yourself and those around you. Please always drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly in your space game, where it doesn't matter and you shoot people anyway.
Those security uniforms are...
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's vets and their kin.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker? Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
I trust him. He has an eye patch, so that's good, right?
Hadrian? A woman named Hadrian sent you, a member of the Vanguard, to find Percival. Now, if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right, Captain. If you are who you say, Supra et Ultra. Vanguard motto. What's it mean? Should have gotten that during your oath. I see. And tell me, what grade was it you got on your entrance exam? A? C? D+? That is right. All right, Captain. Maybe you are who you say you are. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason.
Yes, for a reason.
His debt to the Trade Authority.
Scumbags.
But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore.
Right.
Bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Right. I'm thinking, I don't know why I have the Muppets, that one guy with the trench coat. Right. Would you like to buy an O? Circular and sweet. You get it for a quarter. A quarter? Shh. Right. Okay.
Well, the most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Crossing the Trade Authority could be perilous. There are real stakes here.
But, one friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. And I look forward to hearing the good news.
The red eyes are some badge of honor, I take it? Would be difficult to conceal.
Howdy, howdy, that's all I'm saying. Alright. I'm gonna look inconspicuous in my first uniform and sneak in. Especially since I don't have stealth at all.
This life ain't easy, but it pays the bills.
Where is she? You?
I tell you.
What did you need?
Wait here.
I will keep watch from here.
Yes, you do that, Andrea, please.
Excuse me?
Go to Mars, they said. The pay is great, they said. So is the Brooklyn Commission.
Easy peasy.
bunch of heat leeches, breeding in the utility section the other day.
Jack, I'm gonna need a stiff drink tonight after the day I've had.
Yes, you need me? I will watch your back.
Thank you, Andresia. Alright. Let's get moving.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia.
There's nothing like seeing old souls.
Was there something else? Do you now?
I want to play it.
Very well. Let me take a look at his... that's not the number I remember. Headquarters must have felt sorry for the old man. Here. First of all, no, I'm looking forward to never working with him again.
Yeah, likewise, jerkwad. Alright. Come on, Andresia. Ow.
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit. But we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Good you're going in there, actually. Bunch of spacers moved in, not long after, but I'm sure he'll appreciate not having to find out if I left him with enough rations. Here, the passkey. I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
We got a lot. Hey, you looking for anything? Cool. That's what we do here. Yo, stay good.
Alright. Alright, get to drive my buggy. My buggy. Oh, I get headlights. Forgot I had headlights. That's kind of cool. Oop. That did not. Wow, I'm not great. Okay. I'm sure Andresia loves my driving. Sure, my ass. I need to change this to match blue, which is my ship. Oh, the spacer's just sitting there. Doo doo doo. Oh, some guy with the. Oh, come on. When their things pull up like that. It's so great. Alright. Treasure, where are you?
Dangerously low temperatures here. Keep an eye on your vitals.
You're not walking out of here.
Fire on him! You're going down!
Boy, I need to aim better.
We're destined to succeed.
Save before I forget.
Remain alert. Best to assume we have not seen the last of these spacers. We have scared them off, it seems.
Finding death. All right. fire.
Guys, deal with this!
Take your best shot.
Alright, let's see. I always get a little lost down here for some reason. I'll take some meatloaf.
like it.
Cheese. Got me some cheese.
I will have your head! God. Focus!
Okay, I'm very good.
Curse you. You're not walking out of here. I've lost him.
You mess with me?
Yeah, I messed with you, and you're dead. Oh, there's something there. Alright.
Picked the wrong fight.
How far back is this super person? Where are you at? Okie dokie.
You suppose the miners who once operated this eventually found safer work?
I'm gonna save before I get any further. I'll be right back, sorry.
Way down in dust on old red Mars, where miners drag their feet, lived Illyria with wild ideas and duct tape on her seat. She talked to pipes and baited rocks, made rocket art from coal. She ranted about flux capacitors and said, "What's this control?" She snuck into the loading dock while guards were on their break. She tiptoed past the cargo bots and dodged a floor that creaks. She squeezed behind a stack of freights marked "Fish do not unload."
Alright, I'm back. I get you transition. Yep. Yeah, there we go.
Must be the place. Power is still on, at least partially. Shall we see if anyone is home?
Out of the red with the trade authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this
Hey,
way just
Thorgan.
to do me a favor.
Sorry, I was playing and didn't see you on stream. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good day. I'm wasn't feeling too hot earlier. I decided to stop working and play a game and chill out and relax and probably take a nap here in a little bit, but I want to play a game for a while. Anyway.
Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. She look okay? Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample.
What? You can reattach a finger, Percy.
So what exactly did she have you bring me?
Yeah, I know middle of the day everybody's kind of is not jiving with everybody's things. Oh, the bubbles show up? Nice. How you doing, man? I'm glad you worked out your stuff for your stream earlier. It's always funny just to see the test stream and still say hi to everybody. You know? Now, let's see.
Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Hey, Wicked, how you doing? Alright, let's see what's going on here. Probably should pop off a save, just in case. Just been doing random stuff, and I wanted to stream actually doing one of the main quests, so that's what I'm doing. I do have a goal eventually of taking Paxton Hall's uniform and just wearing that, because I think that'd be hilarious. But
wasn't expecting guests.
I'm going to do this quest line for a while.
Managed to negotiate it down to something more reasonable. Good to see someone give the trade authority a bit of their own medicine.
Yeah, I don't use Streamlabs. I've always used OBS, Bubbles, but I do know there are lots of things that I don't get to do. I don't do.
All right.
I have to have
cellular markers tagged. Wait.
What do I use? I use
Where are the
Stream.
markers? This can't be right.
I use Stream Elements for some of my things, for my transitions and stuff. But I want to find other stuff.
I need to get this all.
Like I got some really cool custom stuff for my Fallout one.
Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying.
I just need to find something else.
Because if you
for,
told me
for
this was a
Starfield,
hoax,
I do like the
and it'd be
space
the
guy
best
in
damn
space.
fake I've ever seen.
Spacesuit.
I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinium.
Londinium? What's that? Yeah,
it was a city wiped completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Talsetti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should.
That's what Hadrian
Which
said.
means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinia, it's not going to end well for humanity.
The chances for survival, let alone maintaining any kind of functioning society, would be slim indeed.
So you lugged
What
this bad
happens is
omen
we
all
just
the way
make
here.
the
You
terramorphs
wanna
our
tell me what your
pets,
plans
and then
are for
everything
it
will
now?
be fine.
The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
All right. Yeah, I need to work on a transparent overlay for mine too. I'm not sure how to do it. I have it on stream elements, but it's not showing up when it's not working right. Caster Labs. I will have to look at that. Let's see. All right. My car is not in the right place, so I'll have to get my car and then go back. I don't think I can fast travel. Maybe I can fast travel. Oh, well, let me fast travel. Nice. Sorry, Dr. Walker, you're gonna have to walk because me and Andrea are right here. All right. Cannot fast travel while driving, but I can go here. Sam's body is missing, of course. That's why I took the picture. It's all about time. We never have enough time to do what we want anyway. Dr. Walker's pretty fast for an old man. Alright.
Stay away from the
I think I went too far, slightly.
Adrian.
Percival.
Oh, whoa,
My God,
Andrea,
look at
back
you.
up. Andrea's your
You're an
backup,
old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here.
Tracia, give him space.
Suffice it to say.
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
All right, let's use the back. Which is one room over where everybody can still hear us at.
It can be disorienting if you're not used to it. If you need a moment, I understand.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinium.
Londinium. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Yeah, I'm usually on my
Not thrilled
PC
to
if
be
I
the bearer of
can.
that kind of news.
Watch in bed with
That's
my
for damn
iPad
sure.
or my phone sometimes.
So tell me
It
you've
just
got some
depends.
kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Of course, you deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare.
Yes.
A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago.
But what about Xenomasters? Because I'm going to start doing that here soon, too.
For what we've done. Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one.
Alright. Sure.
That's all I'm asking. Thank you.
She has to be
now
sarcastic. I try to always pick the sarcastic response if I can with this character.
Good luck.
Even if
You
it
two are
causes
gonna need
detriment.
Do you have a child or children between the ages of 5 to 18? Enroll them in a United Colonies distance learning program today.
Be careful down near the mines, and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Mathematics, history, and more. All in the comfort of your own home. Put your children on the right path to success and enroll today.
Let's go fight a terramorph at New Atlantis, because that'll be fun.
The UC exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure to keep it
Oh my... Open! You people are bothering me. Go away. Stop opening the door. I'm trying to open the door myself. Good Lord. What the hell? Alright. Oh, you want to die because you don't have a freaking spacesuit. You're trying to commit suicide, so I get it. I should have just let you go, buddy. I thought I would be a smart butt earlier before the stream, and I bought a Class M engine, put it in my ship, and then it said you can't have the required skills for it. What skill do you have to have a Class M reactor? I don't know what it is, because I have piloting 4, but I don't know what requires a Class M. Does anybody know? Probably Starship Engineering is my guess, but I don't know.
switching over to standard engines.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
No contraband that I know of.
And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
No, I didn't. I had a back injury at work, so that's why I am. That's why I'm on disability. Although I do tend to sit at the computer all day. I have to take frequent breaks. That's for sure. And a ton of freaking Tylenol since I'm out of my other medicine. So. Adrian's at the steps. Alright.
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was.
I wasn't
earlier.
at motorcycle accident. I was
in the
working at
interest
Walmart,
of full
and I
disclosure,
unloaded an entire cart of
there's one
ammunition
more thing
onto a
you ought to
different
know
cart,
before we head up
and
there.
it killed and screwed
My
up my
relationship
back.
with the UC.
Never know
It's
ammunition's that heavy.
more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually
It's been
the only
about
reason
6
I'm here in the
years.
first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War.
She thinks she's
former
a
head of the
clone
UC
now.
Navy. They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Alright, let's see.
No. They made a pretty grave miscalculation.
Yeah, no kidding.
The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war.
I'll talk
the
with
man
him later.
caused a
Don't
lot
worry
of
about it.
death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day.
Right.
So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Wow, I thought Vine family was messed up.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know.
Why
considering
do I
how
need to
much
talk
you've
to
done already.
Antrasia?
Holding a grudge against where a person comes from, that is both ignorant and cruel.
Correct.
Just the way things are sometimes. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No
Fine,
telling
I'll
how
just
long
talk
the
to
cabinet's
Antrasia
gonna keep us
then.
waiting out here. I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being fleet admiral to deal with kids.
That's not the one I meant to
I was
hit,
raised by
okay.
a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy, perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Well, it's been really screwed up medically wise, but because yeah, they just did take care of it for now, but the workers' comp is screwing up my Medi-Cal, so it's kind of not working out great. But I am getting through it, and it's all right. But anyway, should be. Hopefully, I'll see the doctor again next week. It'll be good, but we'll see.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Sure, I will stop everything
Here we go.
to talk to you, Andreja.
I have been curious. I know that your role in Constellation was thrust upon you in an unusual way. But that experience, you could have delivered the artifact and then left.
There isn't much going on this week.
It does seem to be a unique situation.
Yeah.
That is what keeps me here as well. My past is complicated.
Yes, I know.
But my family always stressed the importance of having a purpose in life. You must have a reason for being. Fun is not a consideration.
Fun is always a consideration.
I am not saying I am incapable of it. It just should never be a priority over other things. When I first came to New Atlantis, I was shocked at how many people go about their business every day like drones. They do their jobs, eat their food, sleep in their beds. Their experience is so different. You believe I am too quick to judge. Perhaps that is so. Purpose cuts through adversity. I know that all too well. And these people seem to have no idea.
No, they don't.
I have. There have been times where I wondered whether my family is unique within the settled systems. I grew up outside the bounds of my parents and their... You can imagine, I am sure. It has certainly proven valuable. For now, though, it would seem you and I have found... I believe that is enough. I am pleased that we have common cause and have enjoyed our time together.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Oh, I watch too much TV. So I know that, but...
If we can avoid entering that building, I would prefer it. Let us just say I am...
Currently, we're binge watching Hawaii 5-0. The newest Hawaii 5-0. But, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think we just started season 2. But, anyway, I also like watching a lot of old TV shows like the classic Doctor Who and Star Trek and all that kind of stuff. So, got like Perry Mason and Wild Wild West and Columbo sitting on my shelf over here that I ripped to my computer just so I could watch them. So.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have 2 petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject.
Yeah, I
but
grew
we
up
have yet
watching
to
all
hear
kinds of
from you.
classic TV, so
Perhaps you could summarize for the cabinet
probably seen
what it is you see
all
as the
those
goal of
70s
this
shows
endeavor.
and repeats and 60s shows and repeats, a lot more than even people my age probably even have. So
That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
yeah.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting.
Sometimes I'll
While
see
no
one of
would
those
argue
YouTube
that
videos
what
with
happened
all
on
the old
Town City was
commercials
anything
and just
less than
laugh at how
tragedy.
stupid they
Terramorph
were.
attacks are not some sudden new
It's so
threat on
funny.
the horizon. They've
Especially
been
in the
happening for generations.
80s. Oh my God. They were
To
horrible.
demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best
Well,
panic.
with streaming services,
And
you
at
still
worst,
get commercials
a
sometimes,
power grab by the
unfortunately,
daughter of a
depending on what you're
bloodthirsty
watching.
warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we?
She wasn't
From
not
how
being
there should be
civil.
no
She's
doubt,
trying to
the
cause a
preservation
point.
of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
You look kind of cute.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know when there'll be another attack, though.
So then, Captain,
May never
given
happen.
the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
Yes, I would.
Whatever risks exist, they are outweighed by this imminent threat. I agree. The request should be granted.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
No, I get it. Being distracted from the pain, I completely understand it. That's why I do the games or something else. Often, though, I just have
Incident.
I can't. I just have to.
Chief
lay down,
Sarkin, what's
you know.
happening?
I completely get that.
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Oh no. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly.
Contain
The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world.
Well,
It'll
at least
take a
with
while
video
to
games,
bring
you
them
can
Well,
choose how long you play, or
We'll have to make do with the tools
stop and
we've
take
got.
breaks if you need.
You too.
Whether you
We
let
can't
the
risk those
doggos
things
out
getting
or
out of the
go
spaceport.
to the
I want you
bathroom or
both
whatever.
on the next train there.
I mean,
We'll let them know you're coming and that you've
like I
dealt with
took a
these
little
things before.
rest before I
Now
started
go
the
show them how
stream.
it's done.
So
We're on
that
it, ma'am.
my leg
Captain,
was
I'm right
throbbing,
behind you.
so
Let's get down there.
I'll probably stop in about an hour and probably have to put it up again, but for now, you know, that's what I'm doing. Always a distraction.
You! The EM rifle, grab it! Now!
Okay, you said grab the EM rifle. You didn't say that I have to use the EM rifle. Where is it? I thought I just grabbed it. Okay, I don't... Okay, what did I just do? Cowberry Beowulf, Kraken... No... Fine.
That's it. Stop.
No, that's not what I meant to do. I want to open...
Trying to help you!
Please! I can't stop!
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting. I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming.
How are
We
the little
tried to
doggies
restrain
doing?
them, get them on the train to get them
I've
out
got
of
to let
harm's
mine
way,
out.
but
Go to the bathroom here
but
shortly.
some of the other officers down there.
Probably take a
We couldn't
few minute
restrain
break
them
in a
fast
couple
enough.
minutes.
They just
After I get rid of the
started
Terramorphs.
firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, it affects everyone differently, but some... You kill the morph? Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
My God, no time to waste, Captain! Boots in the dirt!
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
You might back up! Don't just stand there!
Boy,
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts? Take whatever we can get right now. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security.
I thought that's what you meant.
You don't need to worry about us.
Pickle.
Roger that. We're on you.
Eeny, meeny, miny this way. All right. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. I got some nice lead for you.
You cannot be. They didn't give us much of a choice.
All right, let's see what else we can do here. Do I only have 3 fragments. Leather.
Closer. Closer. Closer now.
Easy peasy.
All wrapped up. We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
Sorry for the cough. All right. Okay.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. Well, I guess our people weren't so lucky.
The cabinet's already got a plan in place to make sure attacks like this never happen again.
Can't happen soon enough. Thank you. The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
All right. Wrong way, this way. All right.
Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people, Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology.
An apology?
Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
That's what we're talking about.
Support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Me?
The cabinet wants progress, and wants it quickly. You're already far more familiar with the situation than any diplomat would be. There's also no diplomat alive that can claim they helped keep a cadre of Terramorphs off the embassy doorsteps. The cabinet was unanimous. They want you.
Yeah, sure.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us? It has its perks. Only citizens...
Greatest faction in the galaxy.
We can open
the Sith. Oh, wait, no. I mean, UC. Alright.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall.
Yes,
and
in
on
the
behalf
dangerous
of the
office
whole
down
of
the hall.
United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Hello. I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that day.
Now, I know... I've talked to her about
the things we do
before.
here, the tech we develop, benefits all of humanity.
I'm going to talk to this lady, and then I'm going to take a quick break.
A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command.
Oh, that haircut changed
I
straight from
heard
the
you were
70s.
instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
It's a place where you put old stuff.
Last I checked, it takes 2 parties to fight a war. But, since you're such an expert, I'm sure you also know it's supposed to be managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories.
Correct.
UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Oh.
Very funny.
I
This is
thought
gonna
it
be hard
was.
enough already. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't or can't work with us.
Oh my god,
Now,
that was
I'll
classic.
provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate. And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here.
Aww.
Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon? Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
Sounds as though I will enjoy this.
Now, officially, our office is
That was
suggesting
funny,
you try
Andrew.
and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Blackmail, threats. Got it.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen. Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you. All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Okay.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varoon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, though claiming to know how a member of House Varoon thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
All right.
Yes, just like us. How magnanimous of you.
I'm of the serpent.
Of course. But there is
Of course.
another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting. Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice. The Varoon delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here. This device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there. Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack... Be smart out there, Captain.
All right. I'm gonna get to outside, and then I'm gonna take my little quick break. Wait a minute. Whew, freaked out for a second.
Ah, yes. They built a monument to the people they lost.
Be right back.
Dust on old red Mars, where miners drag their feet. Lived Illyria with wild ideas and duct tape on her seat. She talked to pipes and painted rocks, made rocket art from coal. She ranted about flux capacitors and said, "What's this control?" She snuck into the loading dock while guards were on their break. She tiptoed past the cargo bots and dodged a floor that creaks. She squeezed behind a stack of freights marked "Fish do not unload," and hitched a ride off planet Mars with snacks using stealth mode. Oh, Lyria the Great, she vanished like a ghost. Mars is no longer her post. From Martian mines to drifting stars, she leaves behind her fate with giggle sparks and midnight hacks. She's Lyria the Great. She rewired half a vending bot to pilot in her place. Tricked a gang on Altair 3 with glitter and toothpaste. One crewmate shook his head and laughed. "Man, she's just like Gilligan." She vanished mid-inspection scan and left behind a mannequin. He cooked a meal for all the crew, a stew with neon flare. They laughed and floated through the halves, then danced without a care. But once the high wore off, they groaned. It was messing with our heads. They dropped her off in New Atlantis with nothing but her meds. Oh, Lyria the Great, with chaos in her stride. Oh, Lyria the Great, feared in star lanes far and wide. It's Lyria the Great. Now she's on your crew. God only knows what she will do. Will she fight the spacers or color coordinate the quakes? You'll never know, because she's Lyria the Great.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to get some ice water and take the dog out. And I grabbed a snack for a few minutes from now, but hydrating, sorry. Alright. I guess we'll go
Not
into the
I cannot help but notice that the Colony
Free
War
Star
Memorial
first.
is in direct line of sight of this embassy. I suspect that was very much intentional.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference
I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
All that security, and they still can't protect their own spaceport.
Wow.
UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
How is that possible?
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, so you're the one they called about. Failed to mention you were collective-born. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all.
Yes.
I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
First, I'm going to tell you, you need to have somebody else do your makeup job because your lipstick is crap. Second of all, you need help else, your death is going to be on your hands.
Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat, Captain.
We are
I think
merely
it was
stating
a
the
threat.
obvious. If you are threatened by that, perhaps you should do something about it. Like help us.
And just give the UC free run of the archives? I may as well resign right now. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
I'll try to persuade, but I'm going to have to end up doing the other thing.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
First, fix your makeup, and then I'll talk to you.
I'm listening.
Sure you are.
Don't let yourself be taken in by their propaganda. This is a power grab, nothing more. The cost of being wrong is a high one.
Yes, it is.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility. Please don't talk to me like I'm some cold-hearted monster. I'm trying to protect lives too. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing.
I didn't think so.
UC is just gonna have to find another way. Now, I presume you can see yourself out.
That woman is an absolute...
Yeah,
oh,
she is.
Sorry. Oh, wait. You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky.
Sure did.
And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier. Well, then you have my earnest thanks. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally. even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
I already speak to her already.
You want to work with me? Why don't we talk somewhere a bit more private?
I mean, not the kitchen? I mean, come on.
So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me? No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me? Quarters. Well, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services? Oh, wait, I thought you were looking to hire me. I'm not taking a bribe. That much, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters.
Oh, yeah,
which
sure.
You can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
Probably waste this. Andreja, you are gonna wait.
I can do that.
You better. All right. All right, be right back.
Way down in dust on old red Mars, where miners drag their feet, lived Illyria with wild ideas and duct tape on her seat. She talked to pipes and baited rocks, made rocket art from coal. She ran.
playback.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Cameron!
Are you alright, Ambassador?
It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a C, right? But what if? What if one opened up? The Mice's heart. In what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
Yeah, that evidence should get us the thing.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives. No, Captain, I'm not, and I'll tell you why. What you experienced down there at the spaceport, I've lived that once before already. Fought tooth and nail as aliens rampaged in the streets of my home and others all throughout the collective. But my aliens were placed there by UC hands. So I'm not interested in anyone getting power like that ever again. The UC most of all. Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives. But where are my manners? Here, my pistol. Laredo. Custom made. Now, with my error rectified, I presume we have a deal? Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those two items should be enough to allay any suspicions. What on earth are you... Ah, yes. How could I forget? Here, the fee. Now let's go get your code piece so you can be on your way.
That was funny.
And there. It is reassuring to know there are still some people in this universe you can trust. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
All right. Maybe we can get this for room thing. I don't know. Wife's calling and asking about dinner. I have no clue right now. My stomach was all tore up earlier, so.
Like when someone insults you.
Oh, I left Andresia. No, did I leave Andresia? I think I left Andresia. How can I do that?
By the way, Captain.
Alright, sorry Andresia, I left you. Where did I leave you? Left you downstairs, didn't I?
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
Yes? Yes, good. Let's go.
Yep, sorry about that, Andresia. I forgot. Alright, now let's go see Balmore. Blah. Yep. My headset just went for some reason. Nope, it's back. It's so weird. All right. Oh, sneaky snakes.
This is certainly different than anything else in New Atlantis.
I don't know. I get confused in this place. I don't know why. Andrasia, get out of the way. I want the door.
Decades unsupervised, and it seems this tree has decided it now owns this place.
Give up already.
skill with Vox is admirable.
All right.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So, the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably. Do I see this all clearly? I was not expecting a fellow believer on my doorstep. Yeah, the preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement.
What is that?
For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
Right.
Create the legacy that our people deserve. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good. The Great Serpent guide your path. House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit. This is the right of all his followers. It was tolerable, even pleasant, when my brethren were here in the embassy with me. We remade this place as best we could into a home we all would recognize. Our native flora, our iconography, our connection to the Serpent, they came with us. With my brethren gone, it has been trying. But the Great Serpent has always provided me a path in my darkest moments.
I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time. Is something amiss?
Keeping the skies safe out there?
No, I haven't been talking. My wife keeps texting me, so about dinner, figuring stuff out. I'm probably gonna lay down here again shortly.
Yes? Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precisely you managed to pull all this off, but that'll have to wait for another time. Regardless, superlative work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Oh, I want to shoot everybody. I just have to be on my best behavior. It's not fair. All right.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. Verified.
Doesn't add up. Spaceport has it.
There you are.
Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
Plus, you don't need her word. We'll be setting up oversight alongside the collective.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So, with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Being tired.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Like your hair.
Yes?
I'm just walking, man.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining. Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
Yes, but you need to back off.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your
Somebody's
agreement
asking
that
for little old
everything
me?
you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Sure.
I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. You told me that fun was important. I assumed you were joking and dismissed it out of hand. But, having thought about it, I wonder now if you were right. Or at least, if I were too quick to reject the idea. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary.
The ambassador keeps trying to get by. She's like, I want to get past.
I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it. Thank you. I have always believed, no, hoped, that is true. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet... No, that is not what I am trying to say. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. This is true, but I have only experienced my own. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let... I often find other... Until now, I have disagreed strong, but therein lies my concern. What I am trying... I appreciate that more than you know.
Good. Now Balmar can go through the door because you were holding her up. I mean, not Balmar. McIntyre. Doody-doody-doody-doo. Subsection 7. I think we're going to call it after subsection 7. At least for a while. Lay down, put my leg up.
Are we at all surprised that the UC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets?
Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Very well, I will wait. You go on.
Ah.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abejo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
Well, in this Unity, I don't know who you are. So...
Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Fanon. What most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
I see.
I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Unfortunately, I'm inclined to agree with you. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. One task. That's all I require. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able.
I see.
I'm not expecting he'll come quietly.
Probably not.
Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
And, excuse me. Alright, let's see.
Yes? What?
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Captain, please, keep your voice down.
The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era.
But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody.
The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information, and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work.
Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself.
No, they really shouldn't.
And bringing up what you've learned outside this building will make you, Captain, look like a crazy person. I don't want that, and you certainly don't want that. So you need to keep this to yourself.
But I want to be a crazy person.
Was there something in particular you wanted to discuss about your meeting? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC.
What's being offered in return?
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
Okay.
Alright, you gotta do his dirty work.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
You find Orlaise, deal with him, and you bring me the evidence. I'll give you the location of the research team. If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. And then, the head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit. Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
we are here, what will be our next course of action?
Time to leave this place behind. Achieving orbit now. Grav drive spinning down. Systems green. Nice clean dock, Captain.
This station is but a shadow of its former purpose. I do not like it here. I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place for UC military commanders. Based on what I see, I find that very
Looking to
hard
lodge a
believe.
complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you? Think you got some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out there. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock? There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting. Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Good hunting, and stay safe.
If you're ever in New Atlantis,
May I be
bringing in a
of
good word
service?
for me? I don't think my messages to SSNN are getting through.
Certainly.
Greetings, Captain.
And no, I haven't been talking a lot. I'm just getting close to the end. I'm sorry, guys. Let's find where Lays. was way too easy. Headphones went out again. Come on. Come back. Here it goes.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must
Starship
be in the right
Frontier, this
place.
is United Colony Security.
This is not the Starship Frontier. This is the Razor Leaf.
Scan complete. You are clear to land at New Atlantis.
Right.
If it were not for the lodge, I think I would avoid this city. It is all just too much.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
After I talked to him, I'm gonna end the stream, I think. Okay.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here. Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
I know. That's what you said already.
Welcome back, Captain. You have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays. So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. I presume you have evidence of this. Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. A military Model A, yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him. I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. Every effort of my being to their protection. circumstances have changed. My purpose has not. Of course. We're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
All right.
Your orders, Captain.
Lifting off now. Orbital insertion completed. I will never get tired of that.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. You're cleared to land. Enjoy your...
Captain, welcome back.
Come on, come on, come on.
Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
Yeah.
Must have changed up how the ceremony works. I just raised my hand and said, sure, I'm in. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team?
Yes, sirree, Bob.
That's incredible. That accelerates everything.
Yep.
With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them? No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive? Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
Victus. Alive after all this time. His use to anyone is irrelevant. He should have been executed for his crimes, as they claim to have done in the first place.
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. Same mistake the UC made. Ignoring all the red flags. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for.
Yep.
So I don't care if Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better.
Yes.
Precisely. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But if he has something to gain from helping us prevent terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser? I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple things.
So slow with the walking.
I know it's here somewhere. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine? A battlefield. On Nira? Oh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Joe. As good a place to start as any. Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the Terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates. And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you got them. Something else you needed? All right, take care of yourself out there.
All right, I'm out of here, guys.
Woke up to dripping pipes and a busted light. Another cycle down, still ain't got it right. I patch up ducts and I haul the trash, scraping for credits, dreaming of cash. Boss man don't know my name, I'm just grease and smoke in this broken frame. But I ain't just rust in a UC cell. No, I ain't meant to die in the well. I see stars when I close my eyes, out past the core through the blackened skies. One day I'll buy me a ship that flies, and I won't look back when I say goodbye. Cause I ain't got much, but I've got a will, and I ain't meant to die in the well. Mama cleaned floors in the lower decks, died with nothing except a broken neck. Old Doc says I'm lucky still breathing air, but what good's life if it goes nowhere? I fix their pipes and I fix their lies, but I keep my head up and my jaw tight. Got a map of the stars I drew myself, mark the day out of a well. I see stars when I close my eyes, I pass Sidonia and Paradiso skies. One day I'll sit where the captains dwell and burn that thruster straight out of this hell. I ain't got fame, but I've got a meal, and I ain't meant to die in the well. There's a place up there where the air runs clean, and the sunrise don't come through a metal screen, where a man can breathe and a kid can run, and you don't gotta fight just to see the sun. Yeah, I see stars when I shut these eyes, and I know damn well I was born to rise. Gonna earn that jump, no wishing well, just grit and fire and a dream to sell. I ain't got names, but I've got a will, and I sure as hell won't die in the well. Ain't meant for dirt or rust or chains, I'm built for stars and open a sure as hell won't die in love.